You're listening to 106.9 Click FM, live in color.
I can feel all the former sympathies and pity that we had from other teams around the league, especially in the NFC North, beginning to melt away like the snow. Because we've surprised some people, we have kept in some close games, and now that we're climbing on top, it's just that much more fun to try to knock us back down to earth. But for now, we'll just have to fight another team that's trying to claw and scratch its way to respectability. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stupid sports show here on 106.9 Click FM. I'm your host, Jim B. We're back today for the only game that really interested me, and honestly the one I was most excited about, the Detroit Lions versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. They both had the same record. They have both, I'd say, exceeded people's expectations for them this season, along with, a few other teams like the Giants and the Jets. And don't argue with me about the Giants. The fans did not know how they were going to do this year. They thought it was just going to be a wasted season, but Brian Dable's been doing wonderful things through them. We're slowly getting our act together. Jameson Williams going to be starting today, apparently at gunner, which is surprising a lot of people, but I'm just gonna hold off and wait. And then the Jaguars kept coming off of what was a great last-minute win against the Ravens when it proved that Justin Tucker is indeed immortal. Foster, Logan, Andy, William, everybody who's here, thank you for joining us today. We got a lot of football going on the noontime slot. I know the Packers and the Bears are playing at the moment, but I am watching this game through, of course, extremely legal means. Totally legal. Everything is fine. Above board. I don't know why you would have any reason not to trust me on this one. We're just waiting for all the commercials to finish up, for Colin Cowherd to get off of my screen. I understand, Luke. In your contest, may the worst team win. Wolf indeed, Leif. Nice to see you over here. Hope today finds you well. And, oh God, who are the Seahawks playing? I know they should easily beat up, and it's not coming to my brain. It'll come to me later, but anybody else who's just stumbled in here, and they're going on about Jameson Williams, ACL, and well, what do you know? I'm going to try hopefully that should have fixed it. We start with a run from ATN, who will get up to about the 24, gain of 5. Made some adjustments, some that I thought I was going to have to be able to wait to make, but it turns out I needed them sooner than I thought. So, now that we've got that out of the way, oh no, and now the Bears have an injury. And Etienne will get a first down out to closer to the 40, but the ball has come out! Lions have gotten the ball. We recover a fumble early from the Jacksonville Jaguars. 14:08, and so far, and that was Elliott who knocked the ball out and it was raked out of there. Okuda was also there. I'm not sure who got credit for the fumble recovery. They're focusing on Anzalone right now, but other than that, I cannot tell you what is going on. And then my signal died. So you know that we're in for a hell of a game today. As awesome. And now this one's going upsy daisy too. Absolutely fantastic. Well, we're going to have to wait for a little bit to see if this will adjust itself. I somehow have a feeling that it won't. But in the meantime, we will wait. We will wait patiently for everything to become normal again. Wow, and they're not even going to let me turn off the chat on this one. Ooh. All right, well, at least we got the game back, which is a small relief. We're still on offense. We haven't lost the ball yet. I'm pleased with that. If I turn the stream off, turn it back on again, I don't think I'll be able to get it back on again. We're now down inside the 30. We will fake it to Swift, and then it'll be a quick dump off in the middle to Brock Wright, who will get us a first down. Short throw, very low on that one. They were going for St. Brown on the inside, incomplete. I definitely think that I'm going to have to reduce this output again, because we cannot go through an entire stream struggling like this. And if it means I have to get down to toaster levels, then I am more than fine with that. We may have gotten a little bit more with Swift in the meantime, which is people, and it ended up in the arms of, and now they are inside the 5. Damn. And immediately they're back onto the line. Looks like we got Jamal Williams in the back. And they will hand it to him, and that will be a touchdown. Jamal Williams giving us an early 6. 1 yard, 1 yard touchdown run. And yeah, we're going to be in a big amount of. Badgley gets the extra point. It is good, and we are up to 7-0. All right. And meanwhile, Devonta Smith got a touchdown as well. At least the Lions are winning. I just find it very odd that now, on the day where I'm actually really excited to stream, and it's the game I really want, and a game apparently other people want to watch, my thing is struggling. Oh yeah, we are going to be in... Basically, this screen is... Well, nevertheless, I'm going to keep going because fuck it. That's going to be a touchback. Jaguars will start from the 25. All right, early 7-0 hole, but Jaguars have come back before. They have that spirit to them. From the 25, and we get the play immediately blown dead due to a false start. That is a shame. Well, at least y'all can hear me? Well, then it's just like old-timey radio, isn't it? Well, then at least as I've got some noise coming out, I'll take this time to thank at least one of our sponsors, the Generations Brewing Company in Freeport, Illinois. This beer, it may not straighten your teeth, take away your childhood trauma, or get you out from underneath the boot of capitalism, a machine that has to be oiled with the blood of the laborer every day, but it is hella good. Oh, by the way, the Jaguars just got a pass completion out to about the 40. Oh, past the 40. No, they're in Lions territory now. Knocked out of bounds near the 41. Pick up a 37, and that'll be a good run up the middle by Etienne, who will get 8 yards on that one. And they're right back into it. 3 receivers out to the right, quick snap, and they will hand off to Etienne again. He will probably only be getting 1 on that carry. Hey, True North, glad to see you. Hope your team fares well against the Chicago Rodgers. And in case any of you are wondering, Angie is curled up on her blanket, glaring at me and waiting for another opportunity to puke on my phone. That throw is just a little too high for number 84 from Jacksonville. And they will have 4th and 1. The new coach for Jacksonville, came in this year. And let's see if the ice cream is going to be enough to get them this first down. Nice job getting out to the outside for Agnew. Even with the even with Anzalone trying to shove down a couple other players to trip him up, that was a first down. Oh, we got Tim and Justin here as well. Apologies that the video of this stream is apparently fucked beyond belief, but my audio is still coming through occasionally, so we have that, I suppose. Oh, we drafted him in the 5th round. Who would have thought? Missed tackle is going to net the Jaguars a first down and a couple more. That was a pass to Christian Kirk, the guy who absolutely wrecked the wide receiver market with his contract in the offseason. And I will be honest, folks, this is the kind of game that I was expecting, where the defenses aren't that great, so the offenses get to battle it out. I'm going to have a little bit of a screen pass, and that will go for 6 or 7. Reception by Ingram on the far side of the field with a little bit of a screen in front of him to assist things. Oh, what? Close to 8 minutes to go. Officially a gain of 7 on that last play. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tight formation. Tight end in motion to the far side. Trevor working out of the gun. Has to run away quickly from pressure. Looking over the top. Finds nobody in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. That is 3rd and 3. And hello again, everybody. Whether you can see me or not, I don't know because I turned off my preview to save my computer brain and bandwidth and all of that. So I'm sure I probably look like shit right now, but at the very least, I can say that I'm having a better day. And that one is dropped over the middle by Jones. Ball released just as the pressure was getting to Trevor Lawrence in the backfield. And once again, turned it before he had it in his hands. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Good to know. Oh. 31-yard attempt by Jacksonville will be true and through. With 7:42 to go. Well, 7-3. Not a bad start. Meanwhile, the Jets are tied with the Vikings 3-3. I don't know that Williams will get his first touchdown. I gotta be honest, I think Dan Campbell is using Jameson Williams more for psychological warfare in the public eye. You know, making announcements and, you know, putting out public plans and seeing how the other teams adjust to them. Welcome, Sticks, by the way. I would be surprised to see Jameson get more than, I don't know, 10 snaps today. So unless he gets like a really lucky route and a perfect pass from Goff, I don't think we're going to see him get his first touchdown today. I would love to be wrong about that. Oh. And our other sponsor for today here on another stupid sports show, Napolitanke, wafers out from Croatia. Albatross not included. And once again, whether you're a Packers fan who's just come to laugh at me, or a Gator who wants to come up and experience what the cold weather is like, you're all welcome here as we hang out and enjoy what people said would be a terrible week for football, but I'm having fun so far. Hell, this is already better than all of the college games that we were taking in yesterday. Between Jackson State and LSU just not being able to keep control, and Purdue unable to be the spoiler makers, it was I heard about it, Sean. Apparently it's going to be Georgia versus Ohio State and then Michigan versus TCU. So apparently that loss didn't damage them too badly. And I think the TCU game was good. Like I said, Max Duggan just carried the team on his back. I was proud of him. Yeah, Bama missed. Oh, don't worry, True North. I wouldn't expect you to cheer for the Lions. I appreciate that Tim is. At least it's something. Oh, forgive me. I'm trying to do at least something so I can indicate possession, and right now the background is the best thing I've got. The one idea I have hasn't come by yet, and so this is it for now. Yeah, Ohio State did make it, but can't rain every day, Foster. By the way, 2nd and 5 now for the Lions. They've made it up to their own 30. Goff is working out of the shotgun, looking toward the right of the field, and he finds, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gain of 7 and moving the chains. All right, Tim. Just for my further education, as far as the Patriots, what is the one position that the Patriots can focus on in this offseason? Just one person that they could either trade for or draft or free agent to sign that would make an immediate difference for either the offense or the defense of New England. And the Commies now lead the Giants 10-0 on a scary Terry touchdown. And William is in pain. O-line. Oh, yeah. Take it from one of the few people who was actually cheering for the Penei Sewell pick a couple of years ago. You can never go wrong with bolstering your O-line. Well, offensive coordinator too, Foster, but I like to think that... oh no, we've got a deep pass, and that is Chark! DJ Chark do deep inside Jaguar territory. I think at this point, Matt Patricia is the Renfield to Bill Belichick's Dracula, if that makes any sense. Oh, yeah. The 6th string. Ooh. I appreciate that, Sean. But the part of the journey is also there, too. Oh, damn. And an immediate stop behind the line will be about a loss of 3 or 4. Muma coming in on the Jaguars to make a tackle on Swift in the backfield. Offensive designer... I'm just going to let that phrase hang in the air. But Yeah, it sounds like that the Patriots have been going through a lot of injuries this year. Officially second and goal now because we got inside the 10. Faked handoff. And that is Amon-Ra, St. Brown. All hail the sun god. Praise the sun. At 4:04, the Lions are up 13-3. They won't name OC because that way the Lions still have to pay Patricia instead of us. Oh boy. I was unaware of that. And Justin Fields has gotten a rushing touchdown. The Bears lead the pack 10-0. Badgley will get the extra point in. And with that, we will wait for the Jaguars to get possession again. We'll see what they can do with it. Taking a break. 4:04 to go in the first. And the Texans lead 3-0. Once again, praise the sun. Elsewhere in the league, the Steelers are leading the Falcons 3-0. I mean, they do have TJ Watt in there today. He's playing injured, as is Najee Harris. So they're going to have a little bit of an edge there. The Eagles have gotten the first score on the Titans, 7-0, with about 4 minutes to go in the first. Jets and Vikings still tied at 3 apiece. And the Broncos on top of the Ravens, 3-0. And I don't know if you all can tell, because once again, I'm not sure, never sure of the framing on these things, but the jersey I am wearing happens to be 22, which is the number of a Hall of Fame quarterback for the Lions, Mr. Bobby Lane. And you may have heard from some idiot online at some point that Bobby Lane cursed the Lions when he left the team. All Patriots playing the money game. And they did it because they sat him instead of playing him in the last championship game that they played. And no, they sat him because he had been involved in a drunk driving accident during the season, and that was part of his punishment. He understood, he accepted it, and he had no ill will toward the team after he left. The curse was invented by a sports writer in the early 2000s who was looking for attention. So where specifically did he say that we won't win in 50 years? Because this is starting to sound like the Billy Goat curse with the Cubs all over again, where the stories kind of all morph around a specific narrative that they want to, really push hard. And by the way, the earlier version of the curse on the Cubs was supposed to have spurred from the fact that they didn't invite one of the coaches to the victory dinner for their last World Series win back in 1908. So, if you're gonna bullshit, at least try to bullshit with facts that can be confirmed. Oh, we got a nice edge for Etienne, who will get tripped up after he gets the first down. Be a gain of 14. Nice going on that run. Now they're trying to speed up play. Use as much of the time as they can. They have made it up to their own 38. favoring the left side of the field, and it's going to be a run to the right. And through that gap, Etienne will pick up about 4 or 5. 2nd and 6. That's the thing, though, Sean. There's all sorts of interesting little nuggets of stuff in sports history. But, Jones could not hang on to that. Incomplete. And Traylon Burks got a TD. The Titans have tied it, but Traylon Burks has been knocked out. Oh boy. Oh dear. 3rd and 6 now for the Jaguars. They're going to have 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. And a good catch by Christian Kirk, who will get about a yard beyond the first down marker. By the way, in the horrible person chat that is also on my other screen, people are cheering Deshaun Watson's incompletions. Lawrence will have to escape the pressure out of bounds on the far side, maybe a gain of 1. Oh, how could I forget our other sponsor for today's game? Schnucks Sour Cream and Onion Flavored Rings. Says it all, doesn't he? Got to get a quick pass to Etienne on the outside. Brought down quickly by number 44, Malcolm Rodriguez. He'll keep the gain at 3. It'll be about a 3rd and 6. Oh yeah, no, you can still walk around and when you're stunned and concussed. Take it from somebody who has had a number of head injuries in his lifetime. Etienne will be stopped after a gain of 1. 4th down. Kaminsky gets the tackle. No. It is a good sign they walked off under his own power, and now for the first time today, the Jags will have to punt. Malik Raymond will be back to receive for Detroit. And that one gets punted out of bounds. We're going to start somewhere near our 15. Right at the 15. For some reason, I was right. And of course, as they go to commercial, what song are they playing as the Lions are about to go on possession again? Billie Jean. Yeah. Oh, of course, now they care about it. Yeah. Well, they don't want to risk devaluing the product by having stars get knocked out of the game for simple things like brain damage. And force you to watch these guys whose names you don't even recognize from Hard Knocks or the draft, because let's be honest, everybody just watches the first round and then goes to sleep for 5 days. Washington still holding on to their 10-0 lead over the Giants. Check the scores. Everything is still about the same, except for, of course, the Eagles and the Titans now being tied up. The Browns have gotten the ball back, and they've made it to the Houston 38. Crud. Meanwhile, Broncos are still leading the Ravens 3-0 at the end of the first quarter in that game. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be lucky enough to get anything besides the Chiefs and Bengals this afternoon. Bit of a shame, but hey, how it goes sometimes. Oh, Croatia got back into the round of 16. Good for them. And apparently Watson just threw a pick. So so we're having fun over here. Yeah. All right. Lions are back from their own 15. Mr. Goff under center. That will be a handoff to Williams, who will rumble forward for a gain of 13 and a first down. Dan Campbell apparently refers to Jamal Williams as our hammer. I know, I'd love to hear him slip up and refer to DeAndre Swift as the sickle, but then again, I'm also a dirty, filthy socialist. And the Giants hit a 57-yard field goal. They're only down 10-3 right now. And that is Williams again, who will go up through the crowd and get about 7. And they're going to let the quarter wind down. Hooray. I was looking at the play clock when I reset everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's a new thing that I added today, Luke, so I'm probably still not used to the routine of it. I'll have it folded in about, 4 or 5 months from now. We move on to the second quarter. And Detroit leading Jacksonville 14-3. Why would Washington kick out of bounds? That just makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, my original idea was to get just like a Photoshop snipped picture of Monty's head and make that the possession indicator, but then I remembered that I don't know how to do Photoshop, so yeah. They gave the Giants enough space to get it up close enough. And if there's any better ringing endorsement of sour cream and onion flavored rings than the fact that my cat Angie has been stealing them out of the bag, I don't know what else there is. Also, I don't like to specifically root against other teams. What? Okay, I did not mean to get on that conversation topic, but now I just saw that Foster updated me with Lamar Jackson is questionable to return. Knee injury. Ugh. And I was about to say that I was going to get on the case of the Ravens fan who told me earlier today that I cursed the Lions by deciding to wear my Bobby Lane jersey. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't wish injuries on anybody, and I especially didn't want that to happen to the Ravens. They fake the handoff to Swift and let him just run out of the backfield, and he gets at least 15 on that rush up the far sideline. And a somewhat visible limp. Ooh. Yeah, he got across midfield, and now they're at the Jacksonville 43. 24-yard reception and run. 125 passing yards for Goff so far in this game. No, it wasn't Bacon Man. It was actually Con Man. He's one of the mods. They're calling Chark down on that catch. And now they don't know. Wait a minute, wait. Let's watch this, because first it was a catch, then it was incomplete. Let's see. I thought he had the control. Nope. I thought it got ripped out after he hit the ground, but that was just me. And Detroit will be challenging that incomplete pass. And Traylon Burks is going in for a concussion evaluation. Oh. Meanwhile, Foster hasn't heard anything yet from Jim Wyatt about Traylon Burks' status. And Angie has taken over my mouse pad. Yeah. Well, at the very least, I hope it's just for the game and not for any extended period of time. Because I think Traylon Burks has been really starting to become a part of the Titans' offense in the past few weeks. Oh, stream just died too, so we having all the good times, and she is sitting on the mouse. Really? Was puking on my phone earlier not enough of an entertaining moment for you? Now you gotta take all of my computer equipment hostage? Apparently, is a necessity. All right. You will be up here. You will be in view for as long as you desire, or for as long as my arm can handle it with my weak, limp, girly man muscles. Alright, that's a dead stream. Now we wait for the other. Yep. While I was setting up and I was, arranging everything, putting together the team colors for the scoreboard, and doing all the usual pre-show channel content whatnots, Angie just leapt up here on my keyboard table, threw up on my phone, and then walked away. And when I went into later to look at her, she's just sitting there very daintily cleaning her claws and pretending like I was the one who was making things up. Nothing like that had ever happened. That's the thing, though. It doesn't. I thought it. I thought it was a completed pass because it didn't move from what I could see until he was already on the ground and it got ripped out. And Daniel Jones gets a 55-yard bomb to the 26. Did we get that overturned? I didn't have the volume up, so I didn't hear. And Darius Slayton got that reception. Good for them. So we will have 2nd and 1. Now Swift in the low and back in the I formation, a tight line of scrimmage, a couple of receivers on either side. He will find Swift underneath wide open, who will get a pass and catch and run for about 4 yards. First down. And Saquon has scored a touchdown. Oh. Yeah, and there's all his teammates waving the medical crew onto the field. Justin Jackson gained the carry this time. Will worm his way through the field for 3. And Dalvin Cook gets a touchdown. Let's see. Oh, so the Vikings have taken the lead over the Jets. Well then. And Philly gets another false start penalty. Bless their pointy little hearts. Easy catch and for Justin Jackson, and he drops it. Never had full control. Ooh. 10-10 now between the Commanders and the Giants. And had all that green in front of him. I'm amazed that you're willing to sit up here and watch this game, Angie. Have you given up on the Chargers? Instant pressure coming through for Goff, and he has to dump it off on the ground in front of Smith. He did get knocked down. Will be 4th and 6. Don't know how Lucan got up there free, but yeah. And now we have a field goal attempt, folks. Be a 45-yard attempt. That one is true and through. $12.39. And them taking the time to remind me that Christine McVie is dead. Thanks, guys. Don't worry, I already got one of her songs in the playlist for tomorrow night on another stupid streaming show. Also, I wanted to thank everybody for the requests they have put in. You have made this week's playlist really fun. We've got some, off the top of my head, we got some Melvins. Nate Wants to Battle, some good old-fashioned 90s rock, Lonnie Donegan, and 60s pop. We're going to have fun tomorrow night, and that's depending on how you take your dark side of the moon as well. A.J. Brown nearly had a touchdown, but his right toe is out, and the Bears have fumbled. Chase Claypool fumbling? Surely you can't be serious, Logan. Wow. Are you serious? I bet you are, Logan, and I apologize for calling you Shirley. Oh yeah, like I said, I keep just about every request I get. I throw it into a pool and save them for future shows, because you know what might not fit in the playlist one week will make things awesome the next. And y'all have been sending in some choice quality stuff. There's a man of culture. All right, Angie, how are you enjoying the game so far? I can't tell from behind, so let's enable the preview briefly, and she is just... Well, I did not expect for her to be getting socked out. Oh, we got a 6 spot. We're a real stream. And Sean informs me on the second attempt, A.J. Brown did get a touchdown. Meanwhile, here comes the kickoff. After that point, it will bounce out of the end zone for a touchback. For the Patriots to have hope for the playoffs, the Chargers, Jacksonville, Jets, Miami, and Cincinnati all have to lose. Ravens have tied it up 3-3 with the Broncos, and Chase Claypool might be injured. Texans stopped on 4th down at the 1. All right, Jacksonville starting again from their own 25. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun. ATN, they will fake the handoff to him. He's looking over the middle. And catch did not survive the ground, which is apparently a thing we're doing again. Harris on the coverage. I think that pass was to number 17, whoever that is. Dude, it's... Between the extended season and the Thursday night games and all the short weeks that will end up getting put in the mix, Tim, I am not surprised that we are getting injury after injury after injury. And now the argument over Deshaun Watson is happening in the other chat. An attempted pitch out and run for ATN on the near side will get them up to about the 28. The 3rd and long. And the ruling on the field stands, Green Bay ball. That'll be a nice advantage. This chat is a toxic waste dump. We will clear that one and stay with the good chat. 3rd and 7 now, 2 receivers out to the left. For Lawrence, looking the whole way, and he gets batted down at the line. And Comiskey gets his paw up at the line and is able to knock the ball down. He's got his whole hand taped up. Yeah, his hand got there, and it was thrown so hard that it loosened the bandage that's on his hand. We'll have another return from Raymond, who will outgun a receiver and end up getting back up to the 30 before he is brought down from behind. Yeah, everybody, like I said, just share the information, whatever you can get, the more we can confirm. And Watson got sacked in the end zone. Safety is not guaranteed, but right now, it is 5-0 Texans. Do you think that the Texans feel the support from just about every city in North America, or at least in the lower 48 today, except Cleveland? I'd like to think so. And meanwhile, Washington keeps their drive going because of a holding penalty on the Giants. Yeah, I love it too, Justin. I do too. I was honestly shocked whether we were going to get to this point in the season. But we've made it here so far. And I'm glad we have. And yeah, let me just take the opportunity, whether you've been coming here on a regular basis, you only drop in once in a while, whether you give a shit about football or music or whatever else we talk about, whether you're lurking or actively participating in chat, it's great to have you here. I hope your Sunday is going well and that you are warm, safe, well-fed, or that you have a nice beverage to help things out in the day, and let's continue on the nonsense. Meanwhile, the Texans have returned their kick, which I'm assuming, yes, that was a safety, so they got a free kick. They returned it to midfield. Gee dang. So far, Goff has targeted 7 different receivers today, something I always love to see a quarterback do. He's looking out of the backfield, and look at that. Who is it but Mr. Chark? And look at that, DJ Chark getting it done. Yes, Texans win, please for the Lord. Honestly, Foster, there are a lot of people who are just dickhead contrarians, and then there are people who are worse than that. Meanwhile, Angie is licking her butt in agreement. Close to the 50, first down again for the Lions, and some good job by Swift of working through that first tackle to gain about 4. Oh yeah, Tim. There are some, shall we say, messed up people down here. But Aaron Jones is going to return? Oh, good, yeah. I saw that thing earlier about him being questionable. Quick throw to the outside on the near side. And that's completed to Reynolds. Will they give him a first? Nope. 3rd and 1. Wow. The Lions are 8th in scoring in the NFL. Let that process for a moment. The Lions are 8th in scoring. I don't know. From the 42, just a single yard to go. They'll fake the hand. And that's a completion to Reynolds over the middle for an easy first down. Wow. And And the Giants screw themselves with a pass interference and will give Washington 1st and goal at the 1. Oh, damn. Wait, they picked the flag up. Amon-Ra St. Brown is able to get back to the line of scrimmage on what was a ruined reverse play. Had to cut back into the middle, but got 1 or 2. And there's the wide open A.J. Brown. He just strolls into the season end zone, walks in backwards. 13-10, they got a field goal. All right. Two receivers to either side. Receiver to running back to his right, who leaves the backfield. And that'll be easy throw to St. Brown, who would be about 3 yards shy of the first. Oh, yeah. As reliable as Fubo can be, they are about 30 to 40 seconds behind everything. And I would know because I frequently use them for when I'm checking out games that I can't get over the air. Service is good. I mean, I'd still say it's worth it if you don't have a cable option. Or a decent cable option. Goff escaping the pressure, has to roll out to his left. And he'll be tackled for a sack. Be brought down around the 30. Oh, and that is Trayvon Walker. Just the... Are we going to get another field goal attempt here? This one will be 47 yards. Low kick, but plenty of power behind it. And we have another that is true and through, and Detroit is up 20-3. Jay Alexander just got torched by EQ. Like, if you want some channels, like they have sports packages that can provide a lot of different things, that's the one I have. Because it gives me, like, the ESP, the ESPN, and a couple of other specific networks. And while Montgomery has scored a touchdown, it is 16-3 because the Bears mixed the extra point. Well, Sticks, I'd say it's one of those things, see what they offer, figure out if it's something that you would use and be able to enjoy on a regular basis, and if it does, go for it. I haven't had too many complaints so far. Oh, Luke is happy. Draft pick go. That's not how you make the machine sound, but I can't move my tongue that quickly, so it just has to sound like I'm choking on my own tongue. Yeah. It is a shame, but they all got to get their money one way or another. I'd assume that Mr. Grossi is not doing well at the moment. Because even though it's not been a great season for the Packers, you still want your team to win. I mean, I understand, even if you technically are tanking, which, as Brian Flores and the Miami Dolphins have illustrated to us, there is still some difference of opinion about. Yeeted it 40 yards down the field and Cobb dropped it. Wait, is Aaron Rodgers still in at QB? Sorgi wants Jordan Love in there. Even he wants Jordan at this point. Well, we just finished the home possession, and I promise I'll get it right one of these days. We're back to the away possession. Jacksonville will take over at their own 25. And, is Aaron Jones' shin bothering him again, Sorgi? I heard mention of it earlier. I still find it a shame that the Packers haven't taken advantage of all their run weapons all the time. And a nice run by ETN, who will get the first down up to the 35. Meanwhile, they whistle the clock to stop, and fuck, we got an injured player. Injured lineman for the Lions. And he's back out there. I'm not sure who is injured because my signal is stopping and starting and stopping and starting over and over again. So what is happening? I have no bloody idea, to be honest. Sorry. Forgive me. I just had an idea forming in my head. So I better write it down before I forget it. Gonna try that this week. And then a great run by Trevor Lawrence around the line will pick up at least 9, slides for a safe first down. It's just behind the scenes stuff, folks. You're not missing anything important, I promise. Alright, we'll give this one more down to straighten itself out. I don't think it will. But with about 6 minutes left to go, the Jaguars are attempting to add a little bit to cut into the Lions' lead at the end of the game. Aaron Rodgers to the Giants, first and second. To the Giants, first and second to the Packers. David Bakhtiari anywhere for third. Packers fire Adam Stenavich, hire anyone good. Fire Joe Barry and hire Brian Flores. I wonder if Brian Flores would even consider coming to Green Bay, considering, you know, how much fun he's having in Pittsburgh at the moment. That one's off the hand. That pass was off the hands, incomplete. Will be 3rd and 7 now for the Jags. Under 6 minutes to go. 3 receivers to the right, 1 out to the left, coming across the flat, and they find with some great positioning, number 13. That's Christian Kirk once again down in Lions territory inside the 30. And Fenway Sports Group have officially listed Liverpool for sale. Oh, the Utah Jazz or the Commanders? All right, and then the signal died again. So, he's not a DC in Pittsburgh. He's a senior defensive assistant linebackers coach. All right, well, I guess something low profile to at least keep him in the and keep him around in the NFL circles while he was getting, I'd assume, blacklisted for speaking out against the league. That 42-yard attempt by the Jaguars is good. They've doubled their points, cut the lead to 14. All right, I guess this would be a good question to ask all of you. You probably have more knowledge about this than I do, but if a team is trying to bring in a specific coach, what do they already have to have the apparatus in place, like good players that a coordinator knows that they can scheme around, or what is the usual way to draw in a potential coordinator for your team? Does it have to be like, oh, we totally agree with your philosophy, or the way you scheme is a perfect fit for our franchise and our offense and the way we're playing at the moment? I'm not sure how that works, but Alexander Madison has scored a touchdown for the Vikings, and the Vikings are whooping the Jets right now. According to this, it's 16-13. Looks like that might be increasing. Frank Reich as new OC for Green Bay. And then we got a good return out of Justin Jackson, or a good something out of Justin Jackson. Everybody's tapping his head. Yeah, I'll be honest, Tim, I do not know either. There's probably all sorts of behind the scenes crap that goes into it. Who knows who blows who, and we'll be honest, there's got to be a couple people who are blowing who in order to get a job or two. Another pass to Chark. He'll get close to that first down, and as they attempt to rip it out, he works his way toward the first down marker. Will they give him the first? No. 2nd and 1. Oh, shoot. We're almost at halftime, aren't we? Damn, this stream has gone quick. And the Jacksonville defense doing well to make a stop. It'll be 3rd and a very long one this time. Oh, the Browns scored. Crap. Donovan Peoples-Jones. How could you betray us? Jacksonville crowding the box, hoping to make things difficult for, Jamal Williams. You cannot stop him. Or you can, but you just have to try real hard. First down into Jacksonville territory. In the NHL, it says, Tim, you hire coaches for your previous season's failure, bringing in the defensive-minded goaltending of Bruce Cassidy after he left Boston. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, Williams is a first free agent after this season? That thing might have been deflected at the line. I don't know who he was throwing to. Amon-Ra St. Brown will use a screen to get the first down close to the 41. All right, Sorgi. Glad you could stop in. Hope the rest of the day treats you well. Existing tout will usually hold for a year or two. Knights are currently leading the West. And the Giants have tied it up with a field goal. Broncos are leading Baltimore 6-3. Oh, we hit the 2-minute warning. How nice. Woo. So far today, we're having just all kinds of fresh nonsense going on. The Packers have already made it into Chicago territory with under 2 minutes to go in the half in that game. Steelers up on the Falcons 13-6. Jets are trying to get something done before the half. They currently trail by 14 to the Vikings. Titans doing the same thing. Browns up 7-5. Ugh. Which is the Chig? Which is the Chig? I don't know the Chig. Foster. It's great that he got a big catch, but... And Giants Washington will go 13-13 at half. Meanwhile, we're waiting for the last couple minutes of the Lions-Jaguars game to play out. Oh good, my music app hasn't crashed yet. Now we'll wait on the beer. And also good that Angie has decided not to steal any more of my sour cream and onion flavored rings. Quick sponsorship. All right. The thing that I worry for the second half is that that will let up and allow the Jaguars to get back into this game. I hope we don't. I really hope we don't, because I don't need the heart attacks. Meanwhile, the Lions fans showing off their drip in the stands. Quick toss. That will get us close to the first down. That reception was by St. Brown. I don't think we're going to get it. I think we'll be about a yard short, and we will. 2nd and 1. Yeah, exactly what I want. Keep the foot on the pedal. And Bears over Green Bay 16-3 still. Oh, that's a new name that I haven't heard. And we have a fullback, Jason Kabinda, who picks up the first down going up the middle. Thank you, Jason. And I'm always happy to see a fullback in the game. You don't hear about them very often anymore. 17-3, Minnesota as leading at the half, and Christian Watson gets a touchdown. That warms my heart. Off the hands of Justin Jackson, that one sails out of bounds, incomplete. "46 seconds to go. Pitt leads the Falcons at half 16-6. Announcers are talking up Jaguars' second half performance. I would not count the Jaguars out of this game yet. I think it is still very manageable. Goff, meanwhile, doesn't like what he sees, has to take a timeout. We do have 2 remaining, but at this point, so I do know that in order to win, yeah, Vikings clinch the division with they win and we lose. So if they win, we win, it would be them clinching the division next week when they play us. And I did talk to Adam, and the odds are good that we will be able to do a co-stream next week, but it's just going to depend on how this game goes this week. Meanwhile, the Titans have gotten a field goal and shrank the lead to 14-10 over the Eagles. Washington has a bye next week. Don't know what the hell happened there, because I looked away for a brief moment and it looks like Goff just fell down at the line of scrimmage. Broncos over the Ravens 6-3. Can't be too angry about that. But he nearly got taken down in the backfield, but was able to jump out of a couple people's hands and make it back to the line, near the line of scrimmage. It'll only be 3rd and 11. So far, Trayvon Walker for the Jaguars this season has 3.5 sacks and an interception. This will be another run. Who got it this time? Cannot tell. Oh, it was Swift. He'll pick up 9. Still have 4th and 2 to go. And it looks like the Lions just took another timeout. I think. Because I know the clock stopped. Yeah, I saw it. Tim, the USFL is going to be back. And somewhere in there, Jacksonville started taking its timeouts. They want to be able to try to see if they can do something at the end of this half. We get stopped meanwhile. And Badgley will come back out again for a 38-yard attempt. He's made 2 so far today, both from beyond 40. And that's another true and through inside the left upright. Yeah. God, I honestly, William, I don't think I've ever seen that happen in scheduling before. If it has, I haven't been paying attention. That essentially it's back-to-back games with a bye week in between for 2 franchises going against each other. I guess they want to, play up the division rivalries at the end of the year. I understand that. And the XFL finally will start again in February 2023. Oh, wow. That's right. Current total yardage is 260 to 168. The Lions over the Jags. Even in the rushing, we have more first downs than them and a lot more passing yards. And we will boot that one into the end zone. Another touchback. We wait for the last 31 seconds to go. Will Lawrence and company do anything with these last few moments? The usual announcer talk. Get their heads in the game. They're out of sorts. Highlighting Zay Jones, who has had 5 targets and but no receptions and no yards today, but does have 3 dropped passes. I don't think that'll stay for the entire game. We don't exactly have the best secondary in Detroit. 3 receivers out to the left for Lawrence. He's keeping his eyes out that whole time. And a good catch there by Mr. Jones Jr. And Jacksonville will spend their last time out. Oh yeah, NASCAR is doing their 75th anniversary in 2023, and I think the pre-show musical performance is going to be Cypress Hill, and we all know how much the NASCAR fans love them some Cypress Hill. And the Roar's coming up on this 1st and 10 from the 42. 2 receivers out to the right for Lawrence. Etienne will come out of the backfield, and they will... that throw was off target for Jones that time. 5 seconds off the clock. They are out of timeouts. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're trying to drum up that business early, Tim. And a sack of Trevor Lawrence at the 32-yard line. Houston gets the sack, and Lawrence is down. Oh. Okay, let's take a look at how this turned out. Oh, his leg bent in a direction it should not have bent. Oh. It got wrapped underneath Houston as he was going in the sack and just... Oh. Yeah. And it wasn't just like a normal bend. It was like bending and at an angle. So... The game's officially at the half because they did a 10-second runoff. But everybody's just standing out now on the field, waiting to see, if there is any good news or if he's going to get up on his own. They're attending to him. No, fuck, I think, is an appropriate word for this at the moment, Tim. And I'm sure all the Jaguars fans out there are saying it in abundance and probably cursing our names. But for right now, somehow the Lions have been able to get a leg up on this game. 23-6 over Jacksonville at halftime. And we'll see what the Jaguars will bring out for the second half. Whether Lawrence will be okay or if... next QB up will have to do something for them. Another Stupid Sports Show will return for the second half in just a little bit. So pause for the cause. Yeah, I thought we could use a little bit of a Monty break. Considering how crazy this day has been so far in a number of games, Lamar is currently ruled out. Giants have recovered a fumble from Washington, so now they have the ball. It's just started snowing like crazy over in Styx's neck of the woods. And I hope it doesn't get to the point where you get trapped in your home. I've been through that before from time to time. It is, and just as quickly, the Giants score a touchdown. Man. And for all of the yakking and moaning, I heard about the schedule. You know, I think we've had a few exciting games so far. You know, between that divisional rivalry with the Giants and the Commanders, and Lions somehow managing to stay on top. Jones to Hodgins, touchdown Giants, 19-13, and they've already gotten school canceled because of it? Ooh. Well, like preemptively canceled? Dang, we had to do a lot more waiting it out back in my day, but then also we had kind of a panicky county as far as weather was concerned. So we once had our school canceled one year because of we had a hurricane actually coming up the East Coast, and they were worried about the winds. And then it was just a nice sunny day on the day that we got off because of the hurricane weather. Oh, last Thursday it got closed. Ah, I gotcha. I'm caught up now. Well, let's see. Let's get all of these back up, and I believe Lions will be getting the kickoff to start the second half. So we will wait for that. Yeah, missing days as a teacher is a pain. Yeah, I saw you posting that earlier, Tim, for the XFL cities. Arlington, Houston, 3 Texas teams. Las Vegas, Orlando, Seattle, and St. Louis, along with DC. A merge. I think it's possible, but considering how much money is being sunk into both of these advertising campaigns, I think the NFL is more than willing to let them fight it out and try to sink each other. The last thing I think the NFL wants is for them to merge. Even though it did provide us with the glory that is Case Cookus, who is now, I think, a backup for the Rams because of all the QB injuries they've been having. We can't be that fortunate to get Case Cookus every time. Or somebody like him. Maybe an electrician. And Kaylee gifted 85 memberships, and the Discord is chaos again. Oh dear. Let's see. USFL has New Jersey, Michigan, Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia. The Birmingham Stallions, Birmingham, New Orleans, Tampa Bay, and Houston. You know, aside from the 2 Houston teams, that seems like it could match up pretty well. And if I remember, the Gamblers weren't that good last year, so if there is a Houston franchise that I could see going away in a future merger, it would be the Gamblers. Oh, yeah. And just to inform you all, I am looking into creating a Discord for this little organization, which a bunch of assholes on the Group W bench. And in the meantime, Washington has muffed their kickoff and gets it at the 5. And I will continue to pet Monty as he curls up in my lap and probably makes some of the more disgusting grunting and snorts that I cannot hear through my monitor. Yeah. This chat came up with the asshole name pretty early on, Sticks, just because of the abbreviation of all the shows. Or most of the shows. I couldn't find a good one for the Power of Duck. That one just came up because of Huey Lewis in the News. And also, well, at some point in the mod chat one day, they were having a conversation about what superpowers all of the mods would have. And when it came to me, they just said that I would have the power of duck. What that meant, they had no idea, but for me, it sounded like the correct one. Oh, and now we see the replay, and oh no, Lawrence is out. And we might be getting C.J. Beathard in for the Jaguars. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. We don't know it for sure yet. We will check. We will wait for a specific word. That kick will be fielded from the goal line. Justin Jackson will bring it out to the 20. He makes it to the 30. Finds a nice seam out to the 39. Finally tripped up at the end. Titanic douches. I understand. Hey. The only time that I have ever been participated into the naming of an online fandom was for a short-lived game stream that I followed, and I suggested that we call the fans of that channel the Autonomous Collective, and she went for it. This will be a pass underneath to Brock Wright, and he'll get, damn, a good amount, probably 15. Alright, now we got a camera on Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if he's leaving or walking away, and they're not giving us any clear indication. Oh, he's coming out of the locker room. Okay. Yep, there he is. Lawrence is back out. He's got his helmet on. And he is... Okay. It's strictly because I watched too much Monty Python and the Holy Grail as a kid. And honestly, it seemed like a more appealing name. Late flag coming in as Amon-Ra St. Brown had a defender all over him. Pass interference defense. Spot foul, first down. And good morning, Ishii. I hope you are doing well and that last night's conversation has not severely damaged you psychically or any other way. Last night was, let's just say, an interesting night conversing with the other mods. Quick dump out underneath, and Jackson will manage to turn what looked like a quick sack on Goff into a 4-yard gain. I'm doing well, Ishii. Monty is asleep in my lap right now because, as he has determined, this is the best opportunity to get all of the attention. Lions already down to the 36. Goff holding it again. And Amon-Ra gets a hit of his own, and now we have to stop the clock because Amon-Ra St. Brown is down on the field. Yep. Angie is good. She's pissed off right now because Monty's in my lap. And the guy who hit him is also down. Yeah. Lawrence doing his warm-up, taking his time. Oh, the Gamblers are gone and they've been moved to Memphis. Will be the Memphis Showboats. Okay, well. Well. Yeah, it was a hard collision at the end of that play. And looks like they both got a little bit of damage from it. Meanwhile, if you don't know, Monty is actually a dedicated Vikings fan. So I'm assuming that he's resting easy at the moment, considering the Vikings appear to be taking care of business against the Jets, 20-6. Okay. The Packers have the ball at the beginning of the third quarter, and let's see if they can even things up against the Bears. Broncos attempting to extend their lead over the Ravens. Currently 9:30 to go in the third quarter. They're at their own 36 according to the slow box score. Oh yeah, he doing good. He's just having his nap time, accepting all of the attention and head scritches that I can manage whenever I'm trying to keep track of all the other nonsense that goes on with running this stream. It's not a lot of nonsense, nowhere close to what the Monday night music streams are, but it's enough that I don't want to get lost in the shuffle just in case I miss something. All right, game is back. They tell me who they're all sponsored by. There's St. Brown on the sideline. Don't know if he'll be coming back in, but he did get up. So, we will wait and see. From inside the 25, Goff under center. They will give the ball to Jamal Williams, who will get stopped and stood up after maybe a gain of 1. Oh, yeah. It didn't look like it was that hard of a hit, too. So, and St. Brown is out for this play. Welcome, Pizzle. I see you enjoying your free time before the big confrontation between the Dolphins and the 49ers. What happened to Trevor is at the end of the second quarter, he got brought down by Houston, and he got brought down in a way where his lower leg and knee got torqued in a direction that they should not have. So he's back out on the field now, warming up on the sideline, and he should be coming back in, but we will see how it may affect his performance. No, it's not turf to blame. He just got a foot caught underneath as he was getting brought down during the sack. Like, it could have happened I think, on any field with the same motion by both the quarterback and the tackler. And what do you know? That's Amon-Ra back out for another 10-yard reception. Like, might have been worse than it was. They might have just shot him up full of drugs in the locker room, because he doesn't have a wrap or a brace on it or anything. But I always kind of like to err on the side of caution, especially with injuries where you can see the moment that the pain hits and they're grabbing at where it hurts. And that happened before Trevor Lawrence hit the ground. And Josh Allen made a play. He knocked a pass down. Incomplete, second down. Frisbee puppers in Philly? Oh, good. I hope they didn't throw anything at the puppers. All right, officially second and goal because we had made it down to the 10 with that catch from St. Brown. Three receivers out to the right. They will hand it to DeAndre Swift. And they're going to mark him short. And he reaches for it at the last minute that time, and they will give him the 6. Oh. Oh no, are they reviewing it now? Are they saying that he was short? Nope, it's good. It's good. Extra point for Badgley. Tack on, and we are now up 24. Meanwhile, get a nice stiff arm in the Steelers-Falcons game. Thank you for that update, Foster. You know, doesn't hold a candle sometimes to dogs catching frisbees in their mouths, but, you know, that's still good too. As we just scritch away all the little scabs and scrapes that this poor bugger accumulated over his time outside. Aww. And now Justin Fields looks a little gimpy. Well, considering how much of their offense is predicated on him using his legs and adding to the run game, it doesn't surprise me too much that he would get knocked around. Yeah, Kung Fu Kitty Bowl is going in our favor. Negotiations are going well, and we will see once the game returns if Jacksonville can start closing the gap, 1, and 2, if Trevor Lawrence is still going to be able to play, depending on how bad that injury was to his leg. Yeah, if you missed it, Kung Fu, Lawrence got sacked at the end of the first half, and his leg was twisted under the defender in a way it really shouldn't have been. He is back out on the field, but without any wraps or brace or anything, so... Hey. And that's cool if you get a lion sweater, Tim. You don't need to feel obligated to. And besides, you might get guff from other Patriots fans for having the jersey of another team in your closet. And meanwhile, just what we did not need. Not blaming you for bringing the news, Sean, but yeah. Ooh. Yeah, both of them were defense and special teams, but still not something that we are particularly enthused about seeing. That'll be another touchback, and out comes Mr. Lawrence onto the field. Oh. He was doing stretching in his high knees, and he is currently not 100%, but he wants to battle through it. I am hesitant about how this could go. Okay. Now it'll be Etienne who will get up the middle for about 3, maybe 4, depending on the generosity of the Zebras. Praise their ever benevolence and wisdom. That'll be officially 3. 2nd and 7. All right, for empty backfield for Lawrence this time. 3 receivers out to the right. We show extra pressure up the middle. Has the time and is over the head of Jones. Jeff Okuda on that coverage there. I haven't heard anything more about Lamar other than that he's out. I know, buddy. It's been a rough day. 3rd and 7. And now it's Evan Ingram getting it in is at the proper place, out of bounds at the first down marker. Well, first down for the Jags. They are up to, I want to say, the 39? I can't tell anymore. Nope, only the 35. And we have a quick false start penalty on the Jags. I didn't even see where that movement is. And we also have the Wild playing the Stars. Expansion versus the lost team all over again. Some things never change in the sports world. And the Ducks and the Jets are about to do the same. Oh, nice. Nice. Now, every stream I'm clicking on is going kerplunk. Or in the words of Calvin and Hobbes, scientific progress goes boink. Alright, there we go. Third one. Under 8 minutes to go. And apparently Trevor Lawrence just got a run and he's looking okay. We have another empty backfield here on 3rd and 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they fool us with another run or a quick underneath pass. Ingram got hit. It will be incomplete. No fumble recovery by Rodriguez. And they're going to go for it. Oh, yeah, he never had control. Okay. And also 19-10 Bears on top of the Packers. That must have been a field goal. Thank you for the update, Sticks. All right, another empty backfield for Lawrence. I thought there was a little bit of movement early on the line, and he will pick up the first down with his legs. And manages to run for a good amount without getting hit. Oh, now this is bloody fantastic. I can't even adjust that stream. All right, let's try this again. Thank you for your patience, everybody, as I try to go through the very, very legal process of watching this game. And a good job by Kirk taking that pass inside the 25. Getting under 6.5 minutes. We finally have a back there for Etienne. It'll be a pitch to him out to the far side and will be brought down rather quickly by number 55 for the Lions. That is Barnes, causing a loss of 1 or 2. Officially a loss of 1. And tonight, in other hockey matchups, we'll have the Red Wings versus the Blue Jackets at 6, Sharks and Sabres at 7, and Blackhawks Islanders at 7:30. Go Islanders. Tipped and platted about. Narrowly intercepted by Jacobs. Jones was the intended target, incomplete, and Broncos now up 9-3 with another field goal. Third and 11 now, folks, from, I want to say the 22. Nope, 25 because of that loss on that tackle earlier. In the back. And a good reach by Zay Jones, his first catch of the game. Are they going to give him the first? Nope, they're going to mark him short. 4th and 1. And now Eagles are 28-10 over the Titans. Ooh. That's a very, very small 1 yard. Jacksonville going to go for it. They really, really want to get back in this game. I do not blame them. 13 in motion out to the side, and they will easily pick up the first. Going up the middle. Thank you to Etienne. A.J. Brown got his second touchdown of the game. Meanwhile, clock will continue to run. Another three receivers out to the left, empty backfield. Etienne out to the near side. And they're going to do a quick pass underneath, once again, to Zay Jones, who will find his way through for 7. You know, it's okay, Justin. It's probably happened to us all at one point or another. Maybe the fortune will pop into your mind later on. As currently 19-3, Steelers leading over the Falcons. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get in the way of your butt licking. Please, carry on, Monty. Do what you got to do. Etienne will get through and get the first down line that time, so now they will have 1st and goal. If that is the secret to fortune coming true, then, well, I can't wait to see all people getting sick from eating mounds upon mounds of fortune cookie paper. They were looking for Kirk on the near side at the end zone line, but just a little off target, incomplete. Second and goal here from the 5. Doug Peterson going down to his options, wondering whether he wants the beef or broccoli or just to settle for his old favorite, the Kung Pao chicken. With ice cream, of course. Oh, they're at the 3. Going for a quick pass, and there he goes. Ingram gets into the end zone. That will be a touchdown for the Jags. And they will go for 2. Poor boy. You poor, silly, disgusting boy. He is disgusting, folks. Don't worry. It's not an insult to him. That's just kind of the way he is. Oh, they're going to move over for a direct snap to Etienne. And they're going to do a couple of reverses, and that will allow them to get the 2. And that was Agnew. It was snapped to Etienne, handed off to Lawrence, and then it was handed off again to Agnew, who went the other way. Heineke gets sacked in the meantime. And a game delay in the Stars game because the Zamboni broke down and they cannot get it off the ice. David Ayers would not stand for these things. David Ayers would will that Zamboni off the ice because he is one Zamboni driver you do not fuck with. Washington misses the field goal. Why do you want to sell me an asset manager app? I barely have any assets to manage, and I don't think I can put in a value of my cats into that. I don't think you'll count that. Because their value is immeasurable. The players from both teams are helping to push the Zamboni off the field. That is the real spirit of teamwork in hockey, folks. Oh me, oh my, oh. For a stretch to bring back our sponsor, one of our sponsors for this afternoon on another stupid sports show out of the Generations Brewing Company in Freeport, Illinois. It may not create world peace, defund the police, or do anything to improve working conditions for folks worldwide and allow people to live as they so choose without the fear of getting their homes invaded at night over a fictional stolen cell phone. But at least this beer is hella good. Every time it blows up on me. I'm not sure if Monty... Yep, Monty just got sprayed with beer. Sorry, dude. I wouldn't recommend licking your fur for a little while. Beathard is on the bench with Lawrence right now. You know, they talking, comparing notes, scrolling through hotornot.com, you know, like the cute quarterbacks do. They will, to return the favor to the Lions in one of their rare kickoffs, create that touchback, and we will start from the 25. And now it just hit that. Now it just hit for Monty that he got covered in hella good foam, and now he is cranky. So I assume he'll be leaving soon. We'll get one more shot of him in before he decides that this is beneath him. Goff, having plenty of time in the pocket, manages to get that underneath to Raymond. Gain of 5. In case you're just joining, yes, we frequently exploit our cats for approval from the chat. It's been the way of the internet since always. And they had to make the stop to resurface the ice. Good tackle by Jamal Williams. He will gain about 2, maybe 3. And the Packers ran the ball. Yeah, it's a holiday miracle. Brock Wright recovered the fumble. We have 2.5 to go for this 3rd down. Can the Jacksonville defense stop us and get some points going again? Extra pressure coming up the middle. Goff has to run to avoid it and gets the pass on the run to Smith on the far side, who will get dragged out of bounds, stop the clock briefly. But that is a 1st down for Detroit. Oh, yeah. Josh Allen has to do the coverage that time, and it is a pickup of 7. And the Lions have now made it up to the 40 with about a minute to go. DeAndre Swift runs ahead for about 2 or 3, but there is a flag. So now we wait. Holding on to defense. Wow. Whoa. I know, buddy. You go where you need to go, Monty, wherever that is. Not only the Giants have an injury, but they also get a penalty. 1st down now at the 48. Oh! That was the first target for Jamison Williams. He had a chance to catch it, but he was already well out of bounds by the time he had gotten his mitts on it. 25 for the Giants being helped off the field. I'm sure William will come in a minute to inform me about who that is. Pressure coming quick, but they're able to get the ball away. And that is DeAndre Swift, who will get inside the 40 for another 1st down for the Lions. Yeah, I am too. We've given up our first touchdown of the day to the Jacksonville Jaguars on the drive they just finished up, but thankfully they haven't figured out how to stop our offense yet, or they haven't reached the point where they bend don't break again, because we've only gotten 3 field goals on our last 3 trips into Jacksonville territory. I did hear, Rebecca, that the Packers ran the ball, so, you know. And already they're making the murmurs about a possible wild card spot for the Lions, and I am not seeing that in our future. We would not survive the wild card round with the state that our team is currently in. We do not have enough defensive stopping power to make it past the first round of the playoffs. And please, please, please let us re-sign Jamal Williams and not let Ben Johnson leave Detroit. I know, wishing to one hand, crap in the other, see which fills up first, but I would like to think that Detroit would be smart enough to keep around the big difference makers that have come into this franchise as of late. And now the Eagles are blowing out the Titans. I'm sure AJ Brown is having a good day. I mean, I know he already has the 2 receiving touchdowns, but for a game like this against the team that traded him away to get Treylon Burks, you know, he's got to feel decent about that. Oh, the Texans got a field goal. Now they're only down 14-8. Giants leading 20-13. Jets have pulled to within 8 of the Vikings. Falcons have scored and are now only down by 6 to the Steelers. And the Packers have scored and are now down to the Bears by 2. They're already in the 4th quarter in that game. Oh yeah, no, Jamal Williams is definitely one of the beating heart of this team right now. I think that preseason speech about how he's sick of the losing really gave people something to rally around, and the Lions have been playing just that hard all season, and I can see it still happening, even though Raymond just got dropped for a loss of 4 in the backfield. There is definitely a difference between how the Lions have been playing, how they played under Matt Patricia, and how they've been playing under Dan Campbell, especially this season with Ben Johnson coming in and, you know, readjusting the offensive scheming. Oh, loss of 6, second down at 16, and that is a wide open DJ Chark way beyond the first down marker. Meanwhile, Tim informs me that Kaiser White for the Eagles is injured, is walking off with a limp. Ooh. Yeah, he got down around the 25, did Mr. Chark. I know we only have him on a 1-year deal, but he's been doing great work for us. I'm assuming we just brought him in so we could have someone with speed while we waited for Jameson Williams to come back and get healthy. And whoever gets him next year, you're getting a good dude. Take care of him. And the Packers have blocked the Bears' field goal. And the Lions have taken their first timeout. And that timeout is as good a point as any to thank one of our other sponsors for this afternoon's broadcast of another stupid sports show, Schnucks Sour Cream and Onion Flavored Rings. They're so good, even my cat wants to steal them out of the bag. Not Monty, but Angie, because Yeah, I am talking about you to the internet. You can sulk all you want on the chair. It doesn't going to change the fact that you're a little thief. Meanwhile, England is beating up on Senegal 3-0 in their World Cup match. And every former colony is howling in frustration. See, well, the Vikings got the ball back, just did not end up being able to close the gap at that point. All the other scores are still holding steady, according to my slowly updating box score. Washington has only 3 points since the first quarter. And Giants drop an interception. Ugh. Now that is a shame. And Washington has to punt from the end zone. At least your defense is still doing well, William. That is something to hang your hat upon. Just to check, because I've already forgotten, or maybe I just intentionally blocked it out of my brain. This Thursday's game is going to be the Raiders versus the Rams. Yeah, we're not watching that. We are not watching that. I will do bingo for a couple other games this week, but we are not sitting through the Raiders and the Rams. That is going to be this month's Power of Duck stream. That time slot right there. And Goff going out to block for Swift, as he will gain about 4 on the ground going the far side of the line. Yeah, it's going to be terrible. And it's December, the season of giving. So my gift to all of you is to keep you from having to watch the Raiders and Chargers, and we are going to get a Power of Duck stream. This is the only one that I will say for it. Spread the word. Tell everybody that you can. Head on over here for 3 hours of synthwave music and a camera pointed at a duck. That's going to be a holding penalty definitely on the Lions based on how long Goff had to throw that incomplete pass. Yep. Usually for new fans of football, if you don't see where the obvious penalty is, you could just assume it's holding on the offense. They'll get backed up 10 yards on that. We have the second fewest sacks allowed in the league from our offensive line. And Shane Zylstra will get the reception on that one. We'll pick up about 5. No, they only give him 4. 3rd and 12. And Swift lines up to Goff's immediate left. Receivers are coming in. Jaguars try to chase him down, but he will have to throw it away. And we go for another field goal. Since the Zamboni, there have been no goals between the Jets and the Ducks. Yep. Like I expected, Tim. When in doubt, blame the Zamboni. And a taunting penalty on the Giants. Frickin' fantastic. Just what we need. More taunting penalties. And Badgley will add another one to his total today. He's 4 for 4, I believe, for flexing. That penalty, honestly, all taunting penalties from here on out should really just be indicated by I wouldn't mind taunting penalties if that was the hand gesture that the referees had to make every time they called it. And they had to hold their arm at waist level while they did it. Jets have made it into the red zone, and Garrett Wilson got a 60-yard catch down to the 11. Motherfucking Mike White. Let's see, have I missed anything else? Nope, no other big changes that I can see, and they don't even want to tell me who has the ball in the Broncos-Ravens. I guess they must really be ashamed at having to keep track of that game. Yeah. None of us can hate the Jets, Tim. None of us can. Mike White, he's just well, let's face it, he is the Bailey Zappi of the Jets, or the Zap Razdauer of the NFL. Mike White will save us and save all the world. Oh. And once again, before I forget, everybody who is here, whether you're lurking, chatting, watching other games, or keeping up with Detroit, Jacksonville, thanks so much for being here. I hope your Sunday is going well. That wish is coming for both me and the disgusting cat licking his butt in my lap. That you have something good to drink, something good to snack on, that your heating is working if you're in an area that requires that. And there is a fight going on after Danny Dimes gets sacked. Well, couldn't expect the good times to last forever. The Packers are still losing to the Bears. True North wants love to get put in. We'll know it's bad when Logan comes back in and says that it's time to bench Rodgers. He's not ready to let go, and honestly, I do not blame him. Oh, the Ducks score and we have a fight. Shoot. Yeah. But you're not alone, True North. There's a lot of people who will want love to start. And, you know, as much as this sounds like hollow coming from an opposing player, I think that might be the best that is the best option for the Packers at this point. If not for getting him more game experience so that he could be a starter next year, but also to see what you have in him so you can get the full value if you decide to trade him. But then again, I'm a little bit mental. So I don't know. Fights between Tyler Zegras and Pierre-Luc Dubois. Lawrence in the back, and he is about to get sacked again at the 20. As Hutchinson in on the sack, 6.5. And they show me A.J. Brown's second touchdown catch. That was a nice one over the shoulder of the defender. Under 12 minutes to go. Etienne into Lawrence's right, and that'll be an easy pass underneath to Evan Ingram, who gained about 6 or 7 on that. Yeah, he'll get at least half a sack on that. Oh, sorry, I forgot to update these things. Anzalone stops Etienne way short of the first down. Unless they get really bold, they're going to be forced to punt. And now the Jets are starting a fight in their game with the Vikings. Good pass, and then Anzalone comes out of nowhere to drag down Etienne before he can make any progress down the field. A line brawl. Raymond will make it back up to the 32. Clock will stop at 16. You know, Anzalone, I'm not saying that he reminds me of Clay Matthews because of the long blonde hair, but yeah, I need to. This will be easier once the football season is over, and I can say, oh yeah, it can't be that Jets because it's these Jets. But there's too many Jets playing at once right now for me to efficiently process what is going on in all of the updates. And again, I still appreciate all of you who are sending in the information as they happen with whatever games you happen to be keeping track of at the time. Yeah, I only need one more win after today to get out of having to go to US Bank Stadium in a Viking costume. And once again, I know this will sound hollow because it would have been something embarrassing for me to do at a visiting divisional rival game, but I was really looking forward to getting the Viking getup together. That's why I was growing the beard out. I want to try to get as high quality a costume as possible. Maybe, get some nice leather in there. Not like, international Mr. Leather kind of leather, but, like some solid looking armor. Make it look like I'm ready for battle. And the penalty boxes for each team between the Jets and the Ducks have 3 people apiece in there. Ooh, dang. And there's the USFL ad on my screen. Ducks still lead 1-0. And Larson now has to be carted off for Washington. I understand, True North. Glad to have you here, man. I'll see you tomorrow night. Hope the rest of the day treats you well and you get some entertainment out of the BS that we face in what is the last third of the NFL season. Oh, it's that bad, Tim? Like, cameras aren't showing it, or people are yelling at the cameras for showing it type of injury? Yeah, we're also behind the Seahawks and the Falcons right now in the wild card race. I think we are a dark horse to get into the playoffs. I'd be happy if we did, but I'm not expecting it. There'll be another run from DeAndre Swift. He's seeing more action. I guess that means that his healing is coming along well from the injuries that he endured early in the season. Meantime, Washington is going for it on 4th down. Packers are leading 20-19. Yeah. Hey, the Geno Smith redemption tour cannot be stopped except by one man, and his name is Geno Smith. He drops back to pass, and Amon-Ra St. Brown leaps up, makes a spin to get some more yardage, slides down at the 50. That will move the chains for Detroit. Jared Goff giving the, yeah, finger guns. I got you, Amon-Ra. And Washington converted on 4th down. Oh boy. All right, so yeah. Eagles are leading the division, so the entire NFC wildcard is filled up with the East right now, right? Huge pass for them all the way to 50. Goff under center, and he will hand off to one Mr. Jamal Williams, who will get stopped rather quickly. They may give him one if they are generous. Right now, we're just trying to drain clock. Sticks is rooting for Wildflower. I don't blame you. They're down to the 2-minute warning in Washington. With Washington, New York. William is not happy. What's that score again? Oh yeah, 20-13. Giants defense got a hold in these last 2 minutes. A wide open reception to one Mr. Justin Jackson, who will get another first down for the Lions. Hey, if that group buys them, Tim, once again, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, we are cool. All is forgiven. Gloat all you want about your 6 rings. Wow. No pass interference call on that for Campbell as he was guarding Chark. I guess they must have seen something that I didn't, because I usually go for if the defender doesn't turn his head around, that's usually a clear indicator that a pass interference will be called. Oh no, he turned it around before. Okay, I see. That makes sense. Excuse me. They really wanted the flag, but I saw, like, when the ball was in the air, he was getting his head around. So even if he didn't see the ball, he was at least making it look like he cared about where it was. And that will be DeAndre Swift stuffed at the line. Getting close to 6 minutes left to go in this game. The Lions trying to put a definitive dagger. They're already up by 19 points, but we're the Lions. We don't trust anything until it hits triple zeros in the 4th quarter. What can I say? And I have a feeling that Dan Campbell may realize that. Goff out of the shotgun. Pass over the middle to who else? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jacksonville trying to claim he fumbled at the end, but he is going to be marked down. 1st and 10. And where does this catch occur? Inside the 25. Yeah, the shit show first period ends. Ducks leading Winnipeg 1-0 after 1 period. Washington gets a 30-yard pass. Kung Fu is getting his Lady Gaga on. I don't blame you. That song is a banger. Swift gets a nice wide open lane up the middle. Will be down very close to the first down. I think they're going to mark him at least a yard shy. We will wait to see the final decisions of the Zebras. Bless them in their ever benevolent wisdom and courage. Oh my gosh, we got a first down and Washington scored a touchdown. It's all chaos. The Vikings have extended their lead over the Jets 27-15. They're halfway through the fourth quarter in that contest. Three plays, 78 yards, and DeAndre Swift is going to try to use his speed again. He will get tackled down at the 5, yards short of the sticks. And it is a tie game between the Commanders and the Giants. All right. I'm pretty sure that whatever game I have on, they're going to switch over to Commanders Giants. So as soon as this one ends, I'm going to go and see if we can pick up anything else at the end, because we got some excitement going on, and the Commanders Giants might be going to overtime if things don't change rather quickly in the next 145. All right, Goff and shotgun from the 5. They get the snap off just before the counter expires, and Jamal Williams will get the first down. Yeah. Oh, divisional games, they are always a riot, William. One way or another, whether it's the fans in the stands or just the comedic nature of how things progress. It's Jamal Williams once again doing the work, while DeAndre Swift is getting the bulk of the carries in this second half. Yeah. This does nothing but harm the future. I understand, Luke. And it is another Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. .243 to go. Goff is slapping hands over the banister. Kung Fu is invested in a matchup between the Jets and the Vikings. And once again, truth be told, folks, I thought based on Jacksonville's performance against the Ravens that this game could be a lot closer than it currently is. But now we are up with that extra play by Badgley, 14-14. Yes, the Blue Kitty going roar. And the Packers have gotten a touchdown. We need discipline, and we'll be having a talk about how to act as professionals. Damn, that is a pissed off coach. Christian Watson getting a touchdown for the Packers. Yeah. But hey, at least the fans feel better. And finally, Monty decides he has had enough. Angie is giving him the death glare from her chair in the living room. And then he is realizing the danger that he is in. Yeah, no, I understand, Luke. I understand, Luke, but Roger's got to pad those stats, I guess. Meanwhile, a no call in Giants Commanders game because of a receiver being out of bounds. I mean, I'd like to accept the congratulations, Ishii, but knowing how things can go sideways for the Lions, I'm not saying anything until the clock reaches triple zeros. He's starting from the 23. Uh-oh. Nope, the Jaguars have given up. Beathard is in at quarterback. And they will have Snoop Connor in instead of Etienne. He is a rookie out of Mississippi. He will get about 5 yards. And Jared Goff is going to give a hug to Ben Johnson. Yeah. 128 for left for Washington to play with. You know what? Wow. We have reached the 2-minute warning, folks. While we do that, I'm going to check over into my over the air instead of my connected stream thing. Oh, they're still showing Bears Packers on my over the air. Washington has the ball at their own 15 with 1:28 left. Oh, this will break the tie. And once again, even when I hold it at a distance, somehow the foam sprays right toward the keyboard. It's like the keyboard is magnetic north and this beer is cheap metal. He has to throw up off-balance pass to number 10. Claypool just barely catches that one, barely gets about 4 yards with about 1:30 to go. They're down by 9. Oof. That'll be a reception and catch for Cole Kmet as they will get a first down. And now that I've checked in on that, we will see what we have to see as far as the remainder of this game. And I just realized that probably the sound from my tablet was coming through as I switched the sources. So I'm probably short of a copyright strike at some point. Washington has gotten up to their own 40. They've called time out. Oh, there you are, Logan. I was wondering what had become of you. Luke is frustrated, but Logan is going for the win. Under a minute to go in the Washington game. Trevor Lawrence, he's 17 for 31 today, 179 yards and a touchdown. Just a rough day for him. Yeah, we might be okay. And Beathard will get that completion very close to the first down. And that will go to Jones. Oh my God, it's another team of Joneses. It's another team of Joneses. The entire league will soon be nothing but Jones. $31 for the Jaguars. Down to about a minute to go. But now we get a delay of game. 1:12 left. Yeah, it's basically an It's basically a conquering of the NFL by the Joneses. The clan of Jones. The kingdom of Jones, if you will. That one's for all the Civil War fans out there. Ravens now lead the Broncos 10-9. Yep, Perna cursed the Broncos. And the Giants get a stop on 4th and 10. Get a stop and put it down to 4th and 10. Third and 6 now after that delay of game, and it's off the hands of of Agnew, the intended target. Incomplete. The Giants will have it at the 16. Nixon get an interception. The Packers win. And meanwhile, we have stopped the Jaguars on a 4th down. Folks, I will wait. I will wait. They're already talking about Anzalone's flowing locks. And we have overtime in Washington, New York. Excuse me. Campbell doesn't even have his headset on. Dang. At least England made the last 8. The second kneel down has been made. And officially, I say it. The Isotopes win a game! The Isotopes win a game! The Isotopes win a game! And improve to 5-7 on the season. One more victory to get to the 6 wins that I predicted for us. And maybe we can get it next week at Minnesota. But it's a divisional game, and William can attest to how crazy those can be. In the meantime, as Space Hog would say, thank you so very much for tuning in, hanging out, spreading the information, keeping everybody updated on every single game. It's what I love about this, that everybody is willing to keep each other up to date on the games they cannot watch. Thank you for being here. I'm Jim B. This has been another stupid sports show here on 106.9 Click FM. And I'll be back tomorrow night for another stupid streaming show. You still got a few more hours to get requests in if you want. Take care of yourselves, and good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.